asked 20 YouTubers, TikTokers, and streamers if I can send them a mystery box. Some of them saw my emails, others didn't.
Hey Jackie, what's wrong?
Don't look at me, Nick A hasn't answered!
And these mystery boxes will be based on any of these 100 different varieties of cute characters. We'll all be making handmade ceramic pieces to match each creator's personality. And for those of you who don't know, the Fortnite Sprites have basically brought the community together because they are collectible and absolutely adorable. So everybody does want them. I mean, just look how cute and adorable they are. So will I succeed in actually matching the character to the creator's personality, or will it be an absolute fail? Stay tuned because you're going to be seeing every person's reaction getting their mystery box. Also, to share the love, I will be giving away a couple of my own handmade ceramic pieces to you grains. Just stay tuned throughout the video for more information. Alright, so first thing we gotta do is actually make those cups. And here's a picture of what I look like after my third mug making. I was tired, I was dirty, there was clay everywhere. It was just such a mess. I needed a snack. So I clearly needed reinforcements, and that's where my friend came in and helped me throw more mugs. What would have taken me 3 weeks to make took us 8 hours together. And you can just see the focus on her. She's locked in. And as we were making them, we were putting them on tiles and just leaving them on the deck to start hardening up. And so after a full day, we were able to put them in a humid box so that they don't get too dry before the next step, which is putting the handles. The process is pretty straightforward. I made the handles and then started putting them on there with scoring and slipping. It's a pretty straightforward process, but now we're gonna get into the fun stuff. So hope you're ready, because it's gonna get chaos from here on. Starting off with Hopescope. For those of you who don't know Hopescope, she makes some really fun content about some weird internet trends and viral things that go online and brings it to us. Her personality is bubbly, fun, and really bright. And so naturally, when I think bubbly and fun and bright, the first sprite that comes to mind is the water sprite. But of course, I don't want to just go with the regular water sprite because Hope is just such a colorful person. I wanted to go with the holofoil water sprite. So first things first is I wanted to do the indents for the eyes because they're not just popping out and they're not just indents on the inside. And then afterwards, I also made the cute little line for the mouth. They do need little hands and feet. Those are the cutest things about them. So it's really important when you're making any kind of attachments on ceramics that you have to make the little holes, which is scoring and adding slip. And my slip was a little too excited to see me. It exploded everywhere. Of course this would happen to me. And once I got the little hands attached, this cutie needed its little feet. So I did the exact same process, added the little feet by scoring and slipping, and then I made the little buttons for the eyes. Again, super important, score and slip. And here is our cutie patootie, absolutely ready to sit down for the next 12 days to dry up entirely before we shove it into the kiln. See you in 12 days, buddy. And here it is after 12 days and the first firing in the kiln. Now, if you see, there is a new addition here, which is the engraving, and this was done thanks to our We Create laser engraver. Now, this is not sponsored nor affiliated, but they did send this to me, and I am in love with this machine because not only can I engrave these things, but I can also engrave my own emblem or logo at the bottom. And as you can see for this one, I did add the white underglaze because we do want to make this a holo foil. So I need to layer colors on top of it to make that different color effect. And I'm using these different 4 colors with an airbrush. I've never airbrushed before with actual pottery, so this is an experiment for all of us at this point. But I decided to start off with the minty color, a little bit of everywhere first, and then went in around that color with a lighter blue. It's looking cute so far. In theory, this should be working. And then I went in with the purplish color. Again, you see 1 layer. I went ahead and did 5 layers of each one of these, and the pink is super cute. So I really hope this is going to turn out like I'm hoping in my head. But so far, here's a 360. It does look adorable, in theory. And now it's time to add the details, and for this one I'm just going to go ahead and put the white of the eyes first. It helps me delimit and know where this is going to go, and then went in around with the black with a ball tool because it gives me more control. And I was so worried about the smile, but it took me like 5 minutes just to center my fingers and get the smile just right. So far it's looking good. I want to do the inside something really special. So I went ahead and took a speckled glaze, and this one's called Old Lace. And the reason I like this is because it looks like kind of fluffy candy on the inside. It's just nice and warm, but it also has these cute little speckles you can see on the inside. That's basically pieces of glass that are going to melt together. And here's what it looks like at first glance. I did give it approximately 24 hours to dry before I took the entire thing and dipped it into the full glaze. It's kind of like getting a bath in milk. And ta-da! She is looking absolutely adorable. I am in love with everything about this piece. The airbrushing really came out more amazing than I thought, especially for the first time airbrushing any kind of ceramics for me. The inside just looks like an absolute dream with all the different colors on the inside. I love the speckle, but now we're actually going to add the hollow foil effect, which is a luster. We're going to be using Mother of Pearl. And just to be safe, I always try to use any kind of luster away from where the mouth is going to be. It is absolutely safe once fired, but before that, it's actually pretty toxic material. You have to take precautions. But then once it's processed, everything is safe. So here's what it looks like after it's been covered in Mother of Pearl. It looks scary. We have to now shove it into the kiln one last time. And ta-da! Here is our little sweet water hollow foil Sprite. Now, here's the thing. I'm not 100% happy with it just because I feel like I should have been a little bit more heavy-handed with the hollow foil effect. You can see the oil spill, but it's so hard to catch. I almost have to, you can kind of see a little bit, but the light has to hit just right. If I'm on this angle, it shows a lot more. And you can also see a little bit of the water effect that I did here. Next time I know to be more heavy-handed. I'm so sorry, Hopescope. I'm gonna do better next time. But we'll see her reaction later on in this video. Our next creator is a pretty huge YouTuber known as The Littlest Snail. And I absolutely adore her. She is so quirky because she streams as none other, no, not a snail, as a potato. And I love the animation of how the potato moves as she's kind of just vibing with her viewers in her live streams. And she's basically known for doing a face reveal every time she more or less loses at games. Now, despite the fact that she streams as a potato, her mascot is a snail. So needless to say, even her color for her own avatar is brown. So there's an earthy element here that I think would be very sad if we didn't capitalize on it. Emphasize? Emphasize capitalize? If we don't focus on it. So of course, ta-da! Here is the Earth Sprite, looking absolutely adorable. This Earth Sprite is going to be the perfect base for the Littlest Snail. I do love the aesthetic of this character because it looks like the wood is kind of cracking and it's just beautiful textures on it. So the first thing we need to do is make the actual mask or bark that goes in the front of the actual mug. And for that one, for some reason, I kept thinking it was bigger than it needed to be, so I kept cutting it smaller and smaller and smaller until I got to the size that I wanted, and then I trimmed the actual outline of the feel of the bark. I also sketched out where I wanted the bark marks to be. That's a fun word to say, the bark marks. And then I just realized it's very important for me to know if this is going to be in the way of drinking, so I simulated drinking just to know if this was in the right position, and to me it felt like the right position. Then again, I don't have big lips. So my lips were not in the way, because they're pretty small. But it seemed fine. I'm hoping it's fine for the little snail. So I'm just taking my sharp pointy tool and redefining all the little bits of the bark and where they feel like the cracks need to go. And here it is, looking absolutely adorable. There is still something missing though, which is the little snail. I figured I would add the snail on the side of the cup that nobody actually uses to drink from. At least I don't think so, unless you have ADHD tendencies like me. And of course I went ahead and scored and slip and added that little snail. And ta-da! It is looking super cute. I almost debated putting the snail a little higher, but then I didn't want her to poke her eye while she's drinking, so I had to keep it as low as possible. I think that's cute. It just looks like a little snail that's going to be climbing a tree bark or something like that. I guess we'll find out once it dries. Off to drying it goes. I realized as I was putting away, I forgot to put the hands and feet. So don't worry, I fixed it. It is drying, so we're good.
One eternity later.
And it survived the kiln. Yes, so happy about that. And you also notice that I did engrave the emblem at the front, so I'm really happy with the results so far. It has had its first firing, and I'm just taking my underglaze and going at the bottom part, because if we look at the Earth Sprite, you'll see that the bottom is grassy, the middle is rocky, and then there's moss kind of just hanging out a little bit of everywhere. So once the bottom green part is done, I mixed some colors to try and get like a warm tone for a rock and did the entire top part. And before we get onto the wood, I did the eyes so that they can be deep and black, and then the little details for the bark around the face. Of course, some details you can't see, but I went in and got all the little edges around, and of course added that little pink on top and at the bottom of the eyes. And then I took a sponge with a darker green and decided to tappa everywhere for that moss effect. I really love that moss effect. I went very heavy-handed because I really want it to show. So I went on top and the bottom. It's looking fantastic. And now we're just adding the eyes and the little glaze with white. It is looking so cute, so adorable. And the other thing I wanted to do is do the inside with a speckle. As you can see, I am obsessed with a speckle inside, and this one is called Green Apple, and it's looking adorable. It's ready for its next firing in the kiln. Hopefully it survives and that snail stays in place. We're gonna be going gold. This is going to get a third firing. It's gonna get gold, that snail. And of course the entire thing is going to get dipped in like milk. And here is the Littlest Snail's Earth Sprite mug. I love the colors on this one. The expression on this cutie patootie is absolutely precious. I can't wait to finish this mug. Yes, we are not done because I want this snail to be special. So we're actually going to put real 18 karat gold luster on this. Yes, it's gold. Yes, it's real. All right, time for it to go back into the kiln. And the gold turned out absolutely perfect. The only thing is we lost detail on the actual snail shell. We don't see the swirls as much, but it's secure. It's on there. That snail ain't going anywhere. So I'm really pleased with the look of this one. And here's the final look for our lovely Littlest Snail. And now we have Loser Fruit, who is one of the rare female content creators who actually has an icon skin on Fortnite, and it is absolutely adorable. Loser Fruit, or also lovingly called Lufu, is an Australian content creator who streams Fortnite, but she also has a very bubbly and playful personality. Now, similarly to the Littlest Snail, there's a lot of earthy themes going on. We have fruits, and her logo is an actual strawberry. So the base for this one looks exactly the same because we are using none other than the Earth Sprite. But this one's going to be very different because we're taking a completely different tone with this one. I also wanted to make sure that these sprites look different from each other, so even looking at them side by side, you can tell they have different personalities. Now, since Loser Fruit's logo is a strawberry, I wanted to add the element of strawberry on the actual mug, but I couldn't put it on the outside because it didn't look organic to the feel. So I decided to put it on the inside, so since she's right-handed, she can actually drink the mug and see her logo, the little strawberry, on the inside. So we're gonna go ahead and put this one to dry for the next 10 days, and off to the kiln it goes. And luckily it did survive the mug. I'm really happy with the strawberry on the inside. And this is where the inside of this one is going to be very different. We're going to be using an airbrush, and I really want to start with the inner part of this mug because we are doing a gummy variant.
Hello there.
Yes, the gummy variant of the Earth Sprite is absolutely adorable, but I didn't want the entire thing to be gummy, so I figured we would do the inside as a gummy variant. So I started with the green at the bottom and then again diluted more of my underglaze, put it inside the airbrush, and did the pink towards the upper part. And that gradient looks absolutely fantastic. And since the painting process is basically the same colors, I decided again to take another approach and use an airbrush to do the entire thing. So ta-da! Here's the entire thing fully done with airbrush, and then I went in with an actual brush for the details of the smaller bits. Here they are side by side before they went into the kiln, and you can see the difference of the color. I'm really curious, which one is your favorite? Is it the top one in terms of the color variance, or is it the bottom one? They're different. I didn't want them to be exactly the same, but they have the same vibe. All right, off to dip glazing they go and into the kiln again. Can we take a moment to appreciate how gorgeous this piece came out with airbrushing? I now have full regrets that I did not airbrush the previous Earth Sprite. And everything about this piece and the details really pop out, and I am in love. The gummy variant on the inside is so cute. I just love the way it looks on the inside. It's very playful, it's very cute, and her little strawberry logo is on the inside. So everything about this piece, adorable. All right, this cutie patootie is ready for her new home. Our next creator is called Happy Happy Gal. She is known for her bubbly personality and sometimes her outbursts.
Ah! It's too early for this!
But she's also really known for recreating the dances that are on Fortnite and setting them as goals during her streams. The other thing she's really known for is for being really inclusive. She does different kinds of tournaments with streamers, she hangs out with different people in the community, and she just makes people feel welcome. And that's why for Happy Happy Gal, I'm going with none other than the King Sprite. Shh, listen to me, listen to me. Every single person who gets sprites on Fortnite always has that one sprite that they get all the time, okay? The actual reason I chose the King Sprite, I'm trying to be nice here, okay, just shh, listen, is because this is Happy Gal's cursed sprite. Here's an example.
Hello! Chest number 3. Epic Games! You're joking!
So I thought, how funny would it be if we gave her a King Sprite and disguised it as something else? Back to the show. And the King Sprite design is a little bit of a challenge because it does have a crown. So my goal is to try to make a lip that is not too thick, but also goes around the top part of the rim. So to make sure that the rim is going to actually be usable and not too gross, I did pinch the top and then use my fake leather to smoothen it on top as much as I could. And I love that the rim for the crown is actually thick enough so that even anyone who has like average, I have thin lips, someone who has average sized medium lips, bigger than mine, shouldn't be having any issues drinking from the cup. And yes, I asked every single creator if they're left-handed or right-handed to make sure that the design is facing them when they're drinking. And now we're going to cut the part for the skull. I just took a piece of clay, flattened it out, and just cut the general shape of where the skull looks like. And all that's left to do at this point is to add the little embellishments. In this case, we have the X on the front of the cute little sprite king, the little hands and feet, and the embellishments on the crown. I tried not to put too many embellishments on the crown because, again, you're supposed to drink from the cup, so it can't be in the way. And ta-da! It is looking absolutely adorable. I definitely want to add more details on the crown as we're at the stage of actually glazing it. We'll see if that's possible. Right now, I'm really loving this look. This little cutie now has to sit for 10 days to dry.
One eternity later.
And the King Sprite survived the kiln with beautiful grace. I did go ahead and sketch out the crown because I did still want to add details. In this case, I'm using actual glaze instead of underglaze. So I went in with my coyotes, got into all little details in the crevices to make sure that the teeth would stick out, and then also took that black glaze and made the outline for where the crown is. I took a steel gray glaze, and this one just looks beautiful because it gives us grays, but also a little bit of that weathered look. I do love this look so far, and I do want the inside to also look very different. So I went ahead and did the inside with purple and as well as the X. Ta-da! Here is Happy Gal's King Sprite, looking absolutely phenomenal. This gray really came in clutch. It looks like metal, a little bit rusty, it looks a little bit old, very elevated, and I love the details in between the teeth. I'm really glad I really went in there with that paint. Now I do want to elevate this mug just a little bit and do two things at once that I've never done before. We're going to be adding real gold to the crown on these dots over here, and we're going to add luster holographic. So this is kind of going to be a hybrid of gold and holo foil.
So cute!
So off to the kiln it goes again. Ready? Go! Here is Happy Happy Gal's King Sprite with both holofoil and gold. I have to say, I love the fact that the gold really stands out and really shines. Again, this gold luster has not failed me yet. And for the holofoil, again, I need to be a little bit more heavy-handed. You can see the oil spill shine effect on the face just a little bit. But I really think I need to go a lot more heavy-handed next time. We'll see how she likes this. But I have to say I'm really happy with the result too. This is probably one of my favorites as well. If you're a troll, you're going to love this next creator because watch this clip.
This is part 1 of convincing my random duo that I'm an actual AI. Hi, I'm your Fortnite duo.
What is this?
Epic Games programmed an AI duo to be your partner.
Yo, is this real? Why does it have my glider? Bro, this is AI! It's AI!
The fact that this person is just freaking out and panicking, but you can clearly hear that they're smiling, I'm loving this. The vibes are just perfection, which is why we are indeed talking about GOAT R2. I definitely love that kind of trolling and reality bending when it comes to, hey, I'm an AI character, but it's a real character, which is why For Goat R2, also known as Ryan, hang on, small backstory, he's not just a content creator, but also a nurse and a parent who really balances everything together. And so that's why for Goat R2, I'm choosing the 0-point sprite. And as I've been lurking and of course watching all these creators, as they don't know I'm watching them, Goat R2 takes on different vibes, whether it's being completely dressed up for an event on his stream or pretending to be an AI character in-game. The 0-point sprite is actually made very differently compared to the other sprites. What I'm saying is the 0-point is unpredictable in the same way that Goat R2's content is. So 0-point it is. And I really wanted to go with the original sprite, not the galaxy version, not the gummy version, not the gold version. Because I feel like the classy colors of black and a really vibrant pink are just going to make this one feel a little bit more special. As per usual, I went ahead and mapped where the eyes and mouth would go, and I just basically took a ball tool and made sure it was wet and just kind of went in there until it looked good. So first things first, we need to make the indents for where the 0-point pink color is going to go into. And for that, I have some special tools to help me carve through the actual clay. And I just went ahead and went as sharp diagonal angles as I could, starting from the middle where I kind of wanted a little bit more texture, and I just kind of had it wrap around all the way. And I changed the size depending on how I felt. Now, before adding the hands and feet, I really wanted to actually do some of the crystals that kind of pop up from the top part of the actual 0-point. I made them look as crystal-like as possible, and this is where I had a little bit of a conflict. Do I want to put it in the back of the actual mug, so it's kind of just sitting there in the back? Do I want to put it on the inside, which is going to be quite the challenge? Or do I want to put it to the side? And these mugs are made in a way that they are indeed dishwasher safe, so I'm not too worried about it being cleaned in the dishwasher. It's safe. It's going to get a good wash. I'm just trying to think aesthetically, where is the cutest and least invasive? Before anyone yells at me, I did go ahead and close every single gap around it, okay? Nothing's gonna hide underneath or behind. It's closed. I added texture. I think it's a really cute surprise so that the inside actually pops out. So when you're drinking, you're like, oh my goodness, there's crystals in there. Oh my goodness. All right, now it's time for this cutie to also go ahead and dry up for approximately 10 days. All right, now that the 0-point has survived the kiln, I found myself a little frustrated because there just wasn't a proper pinkish purple for the glow of the 0-point. So I am using a rose color in my amicos, but I'm also mixing up a little bit of the fundamentals. I don't know if this is going to be a disaster, but I'm really just trying to get into the crevices in order to try and get that glow effect. And of course, we want the eyes to be the exact same color as well. And the crystals on the inside absolutely must be the same vibe and color. And as you can see all the way around, I got really into those crevices and gave them a good 5 coats. And now the entire thing is going as a jet black color because again, the colors have to contrast. It is just the color of the sprite. So it's a pretty straightforward color, but the details really have to get in there. So I took a lighter pink and went on the inside of those crevices. It may not translate very well on camera, but trust me, the details to get this glowing looking better, as you can see, is what I'm trying to do. I think it looks pretty cool. If it's going to translate well, that's up to the kiln, but we're gonna go ahead and dip it into some milk. I was legitimately very worried about Goat R2's 0-point sprite. I wasn't sure if the colors were going to pop out as much as I wanted to with the different colors on the inside so that it kind of shines and comes through as though it is glowing, but I'm really glad we went with 2 colors here. And also the rocky, rugged effect of the actual glaze came through. It does look like it has lava, heat, and just texture that is coming through on this mug. So this mug exceeded my expectations. I'm really happy with the actual gems on the inside. Everything about this was worrying me, but it came through and I'm really happy with it. It's a 0-point. It's a rare one, but I'm happy with this. Off to the new home it goes. And now we have Bewitching. She was one of the first creators that I followed back a long time ago when she first started. Despite the fact that I'm not a build player like she is, I was absolutely so into her community, but also she is a beast in that game. She destroys everything. And I can confidently say she's probably one of the strongest female players out there. Anyone stronger than me is a strong player. Which is why I'd like to focus on the Demon Sprite. Because on that field, Bewitching is none other than an absolute demon. So first things first, I wanted to kind of sketch out where things are gonna go. I'm not sure if that sketch was a little too light for you, but we're just gonna speed through that. And then I lined where I want the cute little belt to go, and I decided to go all the way around. Now that the main part of the belt is done, I went ahead and made the little buckle as you can see here. Now for the horns, I really wanted them to be out of the way. I don't want it poking anyone's mouth. I don't want it poking anyone's eye. So there was no option for me to put it towards the back or even sticking out. So I had to make it part of the mug. That's why I had chosen a shape that was a little longer for this one. And at this point, it's starting to look weird. I'm not sure if I like the direction this is going. But it's there, it's smoothed in. I feel like if we add more details, it should start looking like horns and not just growths. And I did want the eyes to be a little bit more towards the inside, so I went ahead and took my carving tool again and went to scrape as much of the cup as possible without going too deep and breaking it. That's always my fear as I'm carving these things. And just like that, I went ahead and added the hands and feet because we've seen this. You know how the drill goes for the hands and feet. And it's starting to look absolutely adorable. The only thing missing is for us to do those little kind of almost lava-esque effect with the carving is what I mean. So I went ahead and gave it a few of those indents so that we can paint it properly later. And ta-da, here is our demon sprite for bewitching. All that's missing is for this little cutie to go ahead and dry for 10 days, and then we're gonna go ahead and paint it. Luckily again, no cracks, nothing fell off when it comes to the kiln and the demon sprite. It is looking absolutely fantastic, and the paintwork for this one is going to be both challenging and straightforward because the entire thing is going to get deep indent colors of an orange because we do want that lava-esque color to stand out. And once I had the orange in, I went ahead and took an intense yellow and went deeper into the crevices. That way it really shows like it's kind of glowing. Again, these make sense in my head. Not sure if they're gonna translate well. And now I took some of the red, added it to the eyes and the belt as where they need to go. And now the whole body is going to be getting a jet black. And of course we added some scuff marks for the detail on the belt, added the gray for the belt buckle, and outlined that entire thing of lava with more red. So I'm really excited to see how this one's going to translate because again, what you see is what you don't get. I have high hopes for this one. Now we're just going to dip it into milk. Bewitching's cutie patootie has survived the kiln looking like a proper demon sprite. This baby is fantastic. You have to see the details from close, but we really, I say we, me, my brother was here in the background too. Shout out to my brother. We really managed to get a really cool glow effect with the fire and the crevices all over. I love everything about this. It looks so cute and perfect for Bewitching's demonic side on the game. She's a beast. This cutie is ready to go home. All right, so while some of these projects are actually getting made in the process, I decided I wanted to put another mystery bag in the mystery box because I figured this would be really cool. So first of all, a huge shout out to Bamboo Lab for sending us this monstrosity of a beautiful piece of state-of-the-art printer because they came in clutch by sending us this one over here. And it's thanks to this H2C printer that we're able to actually make so many different colors on one kind of print. And it comes out with such amazing detail. All right, so you can see that here we have colors, here we have colors. There's nozzles that can change up to 7 colors. But I want to check our baby here. Okay, let's get these babies out of here. Ooh. Oh, that is satisfying. Yes! Oh my goodness, we have a 0 point. Let's remove these supports and I'll show you what it looks like. Here's our cute little 0 point. I'm super excited about this. These turned out absolutely adorable. So let's go ahead and put these in the mystery bags. So here's my idea. I have these mini mystery bags, like this one, and a cute one here, which is blue. That one. And what I want to do is put a random sprite in here and each creator will get one of the ones that we're gonna make. So in this case, with the H2C, we're making the 0 point and we're making the fish sticks one. But we're also going to make another one, which I'll talk about in not too long. Also, another shout out again to WeCreate because I really wanted to make custom cotton bags for the mugs with my logo of my brand. Again, I'm not selling, but if I do sell, it'll be a link. But at this time, I don't have anything. So I was able to actually engrave on cotton my logo, which is pretty cool. This machine is so versatile. It can do everything from cotton and thin things on paper like we did with the labels for the mugs, all the way to ceramics. There's so much you can do with this machine, so I absolutely adore it. Again, I'm not sponsored. These machines just came in clutch. Thank you to Bamboo Labs, WeCreate, and Makera. They really came in clutch for this project, and I can't be thankful enough. This next Twitch streamer is absolutely hilarious and genuine and also an absolute sweetheart. And I'm talking none other than Swearin. And the thing that pops up to me is his actual profile where it says, "Not family friendly unless your family is fun." And I thought that was pretty cute. Because it sounds like something I would say. And I've had the opportunity to interact with the streamer so many times, and he's just always welcoming and so authentic that I feel like his audience really feels that and knows it, and it's a safe space also. And that's why for Corey, I want to do something very different, because from the outside, he's definitely very colorful in his language.
Nightmare, help me, I'm gonna kill him!
But on the inside, he's just as doofus as all of us, and I feel like it's just such a relatable personality, which is why our first base character is going to be the Punk Sprite. Corey, I'm sorry if you're watching this. And the Punk Sprite has this really cute look because it has just got attitude. It's got a leather jacket, it's got a mohawk, which unfortunately we cannot put in this design. It's got an X for an eye. It definitely looks like it's got attitude.
No!
First things first, this character does have a t-shirt and a leather jacket, so I wanted to first sketch out where the eyes would go, and since this character has attitude, I really wanted the eyes to be front, center, and large, so I sketched it out that way. And then I decided to outline where the t-shirt and the jacket would go, and of course the t-shirt, if you look at the sprite over here, it does have this little lightning bolt thing, but clearly I struggled making a lightning bolt. Apparently I don't know how to draw a lightning bolt. So we're just gonna erase that and get to it later. Now for the clothing, I did want, again, the idea that the t-shirt is being overlapped by the jacket, so I went ahead and did that one first. Of course, scoring, slipping, smoothing, all of that stuff went around, and I initially did put the actual jacket around the handle, but every time I put my hand in between, it felt like there was just no space for my fingers, and I got sausage fingers, so I don't know if Swearin's fingers are as sausagey as mine. So I figured I'd go into the side of caution and just remove the entire section in around near the handle, so that way it's sitting a little bit more comfortably. And then I added some little embellishments that would look like, I guess, buttons on a jacket. And of course, back to that lightning bolt. Now I think it's looking okay. It's not the best lightning bolt, but let's just call it a cute chunky one for now. It's just chunky. And the only thing left to do now is to actually carve out the eye and the X for the eye. And at this point, the last and final thing are the usual, the hands and the feet. The only thing I did differently to the hands is I added a little extra bit of clay around basically the arm, so it looks like it's part of the jacket. It's quite a detailed piece. I know it looks simple, but it's quite detailed. And here is our cute little Sprite Punk. I have to say, this design is really cute. It did take me quite a long time, actually. This is the design that has taken me the longest thus far. The kiln has been good to us. Everything has survived thus far. Now, I know I did say I wasn't going to put the mohawk, but I absolutely wanted to draw it, so I sketched it out anyways. And for this design, we're going to actually be going in a mixture of underglazes and overglazes, because the inside, as I said, the second character is going to be on the inside. I'm not going to say who it is, but I think you're going to figure it out, because it's getting little derpy eyes and a derpy mouth. Did you guess? Yes. Ta-da! It's the fishy Sprite, because Swearin is a little goofy, like me. So I figured the inside every time he drinks is just gonna see that little goofy face. Now for the outside of this, I went ahead and took the coyote glazes, not the underglazes, and I went in with the whites for the white bits. I didn't have a glaze that was going to be perfect for the hair, so I went with an underglaze for that one. So the painting process for this one was a back and forth of glazes and underglazes, and they cannot mix. If they mix, they explode in the kiln. So I have to be very careful not to overlap them and to go around them in the right way. And then I liked the gray steel, and I took that gray steel for the details of the buttons. I love the effect that the gray steel has given us for the King Sprite, so I wanted to visit it again. But then for the jacket, I took two different glazes that are allowed to be mixed, which is the violet purple and the black. So I added 2 coats of the purple on the leather jacket because I want that to be the color that's going to kind of come through. But I also added that same violet on the inside around the fish sticks. So I thought this was really, really cute. And now we're going to layer 1 black layer on top of the leather jacket. And here's what it looks like. I have no idea what this is going to look like, but I will have to also glaze the inside of the fish stick because I want it to be shiny. So into the kiln it goes. I'm going to have separation anxiety from this because this is one of my, if I had to make one for myself, it would probably be the Punk Sprite. And I'm so happy that this is going to Swearin because he is an absolute sweetheart. And I'm glad that we have the fish sticks in there. It is just the perfect amount of derpiness. So every time you're like, oh, I'm gonna take a drink. And then you're just met with these eyes, these soulless, fishy eyes. And I love the fact that the glaze on this one really gives it a kind of comic book effect. So it's not just a solid color, it's really coming through with like different shades of the black right on top. But yeah, I'm gonna have separation anxiety with this one, so Swearin, please take care of it. This is so derpy. Our next creator is Roofless Cat. Now, Roofless Cat is known for having a very buttery smooth voice. Not just buttery smooth, but he's also pretty chill. I think he's known as probably one of the most chill Fortnite players out there because even when things happen to him in game, these are his reactions.
I'm gonna go extract. Yo, that is crazy.
Which is why for Roofless Cat, I chose none other than the Dream Sprite, because this character is just so fluffy, so relaxed, also very sleepy looking. I'm not saying you're sleepy looking, but what I'm saying is you're pretty chill. And this pillowy character is very flowy, very easygoing, so I took a mug that had very difference in shape. It's kind of flowy, very pillowy, and that's what I wanted to do. Not sure what I'm doing with my hands, but that's Roofless Cat in a sprite form. And in order to get this cute little pillowy character, I went ahead and took a strip of clay and put it all the way around. Again, I wanted it to be very flowy. I didn't want stiff lines, very flowy lines. And the face did take me a little bit to make because every time I made it, it just looked singularly dimensioned. I think I must have remade the face like 6 or 7 times. But once I was happy with it, I added the hands and feet. But here's the base of it, because once it survived the kiln, I again took it to my engraver. I am in love with this WeCreate engraver because I can do so many cool designs on my ceramics without having to worry about symmetry and actual depth. It does things for me. So I made sure to add the iconic stars, not just at the front of the mug, but also the back part of the mug. Now, in order to get the colors around, I just added the black for the eyes and mouth, and then made a custom gray color for the entire body. And I noticed that the sprite itself, as you can see if we zoom in a little bit more, says Sweet Dreams on it. So I went and made sure to write it down, Sweet Dreams. I had to keep my fingers really still to make sure that I wrote this just right. And again, if we look at the Dream Sprite, there is a lot of gradient going on. It's not just a flat color. So I went back in with an airbrush to get a bit of a darker color going from the bottom to the top, just so that it does look multi-dimensional. I didn't want it to be singular dimensional. On this design, there's like this drizzle that is happening at the top part of the actual pillow character, the Dream Sprite. So I watered down heavily my black underglaze and went through the entire top to make sure that it kind of just drizzles all the way around. And I'm really happy with this. Like, this looks so good. Now, after the drizzle was done, I went ahead and darkened the stars a little bit. And again, because this is a Dream Sprite, I wanted the inside to be quite dreamy. So I went back with the speckled cottontail that has the different colors of molten glass on the inside. Again, that speckle is phenomenal. And did the entire inside. I really wanted this character to look like a pillow, so it's definitely very, very fluffy. Now it's out of our hands, we're gonna go ahead and dip it in milk. Not actual milk. I hope y'all know it's not actual milk. It's glaze. And off to the kiln it goes. This design grew on me so much. Roofless Cat is getting also one of my favorites because the Dream Sprite just looks soft and pillowy and very, very flowy. Again, I love the drip effects. I was really worried if they would come out opaque enough, and for me, that's exactly what I had envisioned. So I'm really happy with the whole droopy effect, and even the gradient of the grays look absolutely fantastic. I am now subscribed to airbrushing all of my pieces. And you're getting my handwriting here with Sweet Dreams. The inside also looks very dreamy and very pillowy-like. I guess that's the whole goal and exactly gave what I wanted. We're not done with this yet because I want to go with the stars and turn them into real gold. Again, you can't put this in the microwave, I'm sorry. You're getting a high maintenance mug. We're going with real gold into the stars. Now that that's done, we're gonna shove it in the kiln again. Our Dream Sprite is done with the gold luster. Again, I was not too worried. You can see the gold fits perfectly inside the stars, gives this mug an extra elevated look. So Roofless Cat, so curious how he's gonna like this. And now we have Ulusoka, who is the first Polynesian creator to get her own locker bundle. A huge congratulations to her for having accomplished that. And often when I do lurk into her streams, the theme of Hawaii and island life definitely pops up. So I thought none other than the adorable fishy Sprite would be absolutely befitting, because Fish Sticks is a character in Fortnite that was created through island energy. And I figured, since I'm thinking of Polynesian and island energy, it just seemed to fit Ulusoka just perfectly. Her and Bewitching are best friends. So I thought it was really cute that they would be getting characters that are befitting, but also quite opposite in terms of the vibes. But they're both awesome. That's, in that sense, they're the same. And I do love the look of the fishy Sprite, and I just think it's very adorable. And then once I had my dangly bits there, don't take me out of context, I decided to do the eyes. Now the eyes are going to be super fun because they are derpy, so they don't need to be the same size. They can be any size we want. And in this case, they're close-ish enough. And I went ahead and made the fish lip and added the little hands and feet. It is looking absolutely adorable now that it's entirely smoothed out, and luckily the kiln has just been great to us. So it has survived the kiln. I went ahead and added the color on the top part of the hat, and then went in a darker color inside the mouth, and then outside the mouth a lighter tan color. The eyes are my favorite part because I put the base of the white, and I really wanted the eyes to be derpy, so I made them look in the opposite direction, just like the actual fishy Sprite. Now I did want to have the bottom part of the hat, if we look at the fishy Sprite again, the bottom part here was actually supposed to be brown. I say supposed to because you're gonna see there's a mishap coming up. I really wanted this brown glaze to pop as much as possible, so I did use an underglaze at first for the little stitches, and then the whole Shino glaze for the bottom part. You're gonna see you're gonna see. And I went and took the coyote glazes again and added the orange all the way around. And for the inside, I am a sucker for that speckled glaze. Went again with that speckled glaze on the inside. You can see those cute little colors of the glass that are going to melt and just give us a really cool effect. And it's pretty much good for now. We're going to send it into the kiln. Not sure you're ready for this cuteness, but here you go anyways. Aww. Here is the fish stick mug. It is cute, it is adorable. It's just the perfect size for a small tea or a coffee. The derpy face is perfection. Now there is a mishap, unfortunately. I really wanted this part to be brown, but for some reason it seems to just have burnt off in the kiln. So we're going to try and fix this by adding actual gold luster on top of it, because I do want these two to be different colors. So we're gonna go with a gold luster. Again, she's getting real 1824 karat. It varies. I have no control over that. Getting real gold on the hat all the way around. But yeah, into the firing it goes for the gold. Now for the fish sticks, it looks great. Honestly, I guess the fact that trying to put the brown glaze and the underglaze just failed twice miserably. It made it so that we have to use gold, so it elevates fish sticks. So Ulusoka, hope you're going to love this baby, and obviously hopefully you're going to use it. Next is none other than Bush Season, one of the biggest trolls in the Fortnite community. He does fake friendlies.
The goal is to make a friend in solos, and without them knowing, take them to the spot and have them dance.
Come here. Dance. Yeah. Ah, he did it!
He trolls people like Happy Gal with the sprites.
We're about to pull the rarest sprites ever. Wait, you're opening the prison?
Oh
wait,
my
wait,
gosh!
wait,
I'm not even kidding.
Why would you open the chest without me, you dang it!
Literally, I wanted you to wait for me. You just needed to wait literally 30 more seconds.
Guess what? Guess what? I brought it into the game.
No,
I brought it into the
no,
game.
no.
I didn't even find it there.
And heck, when I was in his chat, he told me that the anime I like is mid, so I don't know. Are we friends? So I wanted to make this mug for him, not because I wanted to do, ta-da, the ghost sprite, but because when I was in his chat, he said this.
I will say, I mean, the punk sprite's pretty cool, but I feel like the ghost sprite's probably my favorite.
I wasn't taking requests, but he really, really wanted the ghost sprite. I said mystery box, and he's like, I would really like the ghost sprite. Okay, we're gonna play my game now. So I feel like the ghost sprite is just also fitting. Maybe I would have already done the ghost sprite for him, because if you don't miss, you still also have to reload, and then you disappear and you heal people and they don't even see you, and the ghost makes you disappear in the game. It's a great sprite. Now for this design, I went ahead and took the smallest mug I could ever find. You know what? We're gonna go small here. We're playing on my turf right now. And I went ahead and sketched out the eyes for the ghost sprite. I was like, you know what? He asked for a ghost sprite, but he's not gonna get exactly what he wanted. It's gonna be tiny, very tiny. It looks cute. The swirly of the eyes and the depth of the mouth were just right on, but I feel like I wanted to add the actual skirt part of the ghost, the flowiness of the cloth. But when I cut it out of clay and tried to put it underneath the actual face, it just seemed to me like it would be a terrible idea for a mug because it would create too many crevices and it would be a nightmare to clean up. It's just going to hold mess and dirt. So I was like, no, I'm not doing that. So instead, I went back to carving and I created that little bit of an indent and flow, and it does look like a ghost. We're just going to have to make sure we add different colors. I was just joking. I said I took the smallest mug, but I actually made this into a real sized mug. I'm just trolling you. I'm channeling my inner bush season. And I decided to go with a rose color, which kind of translates a little bit purplish for the swirly of the eyes. And then I went ahead and did the entire thing in this purple. I haven't had great success with this purple, so I really did 8 coats of this purple. It is saturated in this purple. It should not fail me, I hope. And now I do want the glow of the ghost. Again, the ghost sprite is super cute and it has this little pink glow that shows up at the bottom. So I did take an airbrush and did the entire bottom with a couple of coats of that pink so that it hopefully shines from the bottom. It's subtle, but it is there. And again, I love my speckle, but this time we're taking the grape speckle, which should give us a cute little ethereal ghostly vibe. Looking fantastic. It's going to belong to the kiln now. So we're gonna dip the outside in milk. Oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned, but I'm trolling him in his package. So I'm really excited to see the reveal of his unboxing during his stream because I'm sending this dirty resin printed mug as the actual mug. So I'm hoping he opens this first and then it's going to be like, oh, I'm sorry, I messed up your mug, as I wrote in the note that you see right here. I told him that it was messed up, but we're putting this one as the first mug and then the real mug is going to be hidden in another box in the box. There's our little ghosty. Now, I did really want to troll bush season, but there was no way for me to troll without it being at the cost of another one of these mugs. So you're getting exactly what you asked for. In all seriousness, I love how you can see the gradient of the pink kind of glowing at the bottom, but if you look at it from here, it doesn't look very glowy, but if you move from side to side, up and down, you should be able to see the gradient. But also the inside, how cool is that? I love how the purples kind of started to like droop and almost look like a piece of cloth being pulled down. Perfect for a ghost sprite. So I'm very excited for this one. It is cute, ready for its home. Nothing else to be done to it. It's perfect as it is. Our next creator is That Witch, also known as Nikki. Nikki is such an absolutely phenomenally amazing player. Again, I'm not the greatest player, I'm just here for vibes, which makes it hard for me to play with other people because they're all great and I'm just trying. And Nikki has a really solid community that focuses on authenticity, and I really love that. And we know also Nikki loves her kitty cat. Now I'm gonna feel a little basic with this design because when I think of That Witch, I think of cloaks, I think of some kind of robe. And so the first sprite that came to mind is the Aura Sprite. And this design itself had me a little stumped because I wanted to make sure that we still had a vibe of a hood and I didn't want it to have too much flowy. Again, I don't want crusts and things going in between. So I took my clay and made the outline of the outside part of the actual piece and wanted to make sure that it goes around. So we wanted the top part to be a hood, but then the chest part to get a little closer together, and then it had to flow back out. And in the same way I learned by doing the Ghost Sprite, I did take my carving tool and scratch around it to give it that dimensional depth without causing any kind of pieces of clay that would have little chunks of nastiness go inside in a dishwasher. Now I did try to make a chain by just making balls of clay and then putting holes in it, and I hated it so much. It looked so bad. It just kind of looked like indents of some kind. So I scrapped that part off and decided to make actual links. So I took pieces of clay, made links, put them together, smoothed it out. They wanted to crack though. I tried not to. And then after I had them as links, I went ahead and put them around. But first, let's get that steel gray. That steel gray is coming in clutch for this video because it is just a beautiful color. And once I had that done, I went in through all the details to get the marshmallow glaze all the way around. Again, it's an off-white. I like the off-white. White is just too intense sometimes, so this is a perfect off-white. Here's what it looks like with the white all the way around. And I wanted to make this one a little different, so we're going to go again back with the black glaze, and the mug handle is also going to be black. I figured this would look really cool and give this design a little bit more oomph. Into the kiln it goes. That witch's aura sprite has survived the kiln, and it is looking really cool. I love the details, but also this color, this gray color, I am loving it. It's the same color we used on the King Sprite's crown, but I used it on the chain here. We're getting different tones again of grays. Some pieces look a little rusty and metallic, and this is quite the mug. Do not put just coffee in there. You gon' be big high. Energetic is what I was trying to say. High on caffeine is the word. This baby is ready for his home. And then the next creator is none other than my friend Hecate, who also goes by the name of Hex. Hex and I play together on stream, so if you're interested in checking us out, definitely come. The vibes are immaculate.
Oh, what are you doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? I'm innocent!
You said you wanted to see my scars. I was just showing you my scars.
Oh no! I'm sweet and shy!
And I absolutely adore her. She just has such a beautiful heart, and her community knows it and loves her as well. A few things to know about Hex is that she is pretty fiery. She is good at the game. I'm talking tournament level type, locked in type style. But also I got to know the fact that she loves astrology and tarot cards. So we are starting with a base of the Fire Sprite. And for this, the mug shape is just perfect because it does feel like a Fire Sprite base, and Hex is a left-handed, so I have to make sure that I move the mug to the left-hand side so that the design is facing her. And for this, I sketched out the face of the Fire Sprite. Now, the Fire Sprite does seem like a basic character, but it is one of the most recognizable and iconic, and one of my favorites because they have this cute little fiery look. And I did carve the eyes and mouth, and it does look like it's pouting, so I think it's pretty cute. And the reason I chose fire is because, again, she's good at the game. There's this fiery passion in there. So this is the base of the actual Fire Sprite, but it's gonna get there, because what we're doing now is we're turning this into a variant, which is, ta-da, the Galaxy variant. Again, because we're thinking tarot cards and stars and alignments and all of that stuff. I've never done that before. So we're gonna skip straight into the actual making of the Galaxy type. So I gave the entire thing a base coat of black and the inside a dark blue. And I took my airbrush and started layering all these colors. Now, here's the thing. I was really hoping that these colors, with all the layers that I'm putting, are going to be way more vibrant. This is going to depend on the kiln. I've never done this technique before. Is it a bad idea for me to do this technique on the first try? Probably. Am I gonna learn from it? I hope so. But as it is right now, it looks fantastic. It looks very Galaxy-ish. Now we do need some of the stars, so I did take a toothbrush that I'm not going to use again, added some of the white underglaze and just splattered it all over because we want stars. So I made sure to get the front, we got the back, but also made sure we got the inside of the mug. And here's what it looks like all dried up. I really hope that this is going to be what I expect it to be. And let's zoom back out, and here are the details of the face. We have the black eyes and the yellow for the inner part. The colors look so vibrant, it's so amazing. There's only hope. There's only one can hope. Off to the kiln it goes. Let's talk about Hecate's mug. I have regrets on some of the things. What I wish I had done, because the Galaxy effect is cute. We don't disagree on that. What we do disagree on is the fact that the colors that I overlaid on top are not showing as much as I really wanted them to. So I think next time, instead of airbrushing them, I might actually just take a sponge and dab them a lot thicker, because it looks like a really deep space. It's supposed to be a little bit more Galaxy lighter colors, but you can see the stars, you can see the nebula, but I wanted it to be a little lighter. So I feel like I really want to remake this one at some point. So Hex, I'm sorry, I'm gonna fix this. But she's ready to go home, and I'm gonna work on this technique and get better at it. And now we have that grapple girl, which I have also come to know and just have such a fun time streaming with. We just had so much fun and laughs, and it's just good times. If y'all want to come and watch some streams, please do, and check all of these streamers' links down below. And that grapple girl felt very relatable to me because she has a really intense career as a lawyer. For those of you who didn't know, I was a college professor before I had to quit my full-time job. And so in addition to being a streamer regularly, she also owns her own law firm. Like, that is crazy. Her own practice. That is absolutely boss vibes. That is girl boss vibes. So I just gave you a preview of the base. Ta-da! We have the Boss Sprite, who is going to be the base for this character. And I couldn't do the horns for the boss sprite because, again, we did do that for the demon sprite where it was out of the way, but for this actual design, the spikes would have been in the way of actually drinking. So what I had to do is cut out the mask out of clay, again, a thin piece, smoothed it out, and then made sure that nothing was too spiky, and then added that to the actual mug. Of course, scoring and slipping are super important. Once we did that, I cut out the indent for the eyes because I want the eyes to be towards the inside, smoothed that out. And we added the hands and feet, and this is the base of it. Everything's gonna come out with the actual painting. So into the kiln this cutie goes. Now, since we couldn't put the spikes physically, I decided to go ahead and draw them in. So I took my black underglaze and made the delimitation of where it would go. Used that same black for the mask, and then decided that the mug could also be black because everything else for this sprite is going to be red. As you can see, we have to go through the details in red before we can paint the entire thing. The speckle is back though. I'm taking my speckle and putting it through the inside. It's called hot tamale, but it's very subtle. Very, very subtle little pieces of white and black that are just going to mix on the inside. And now before it goes into the kiln, it gets a dip in milk. Oh yes, the Grapple Girls Boss Sprite mug is just perfection. There's not much to say about this than absolutely how perfect this looks. The coverage is perfect, the horns are perfect, the mask is perfect. Even the inside, we have the hot tamale speckle, which you can see the little speckles on the inside, which is the little bit of the white. It kind of reminds me of the cinnamon Valentine's Day candy, those hearts. I don't know why, the inside, that's what it reminds me of. And everything about this mug is just perfection. Love the fact that I went with a black handle here. It's smaller than I expected. I don't know why this one shrank a lot more. It shrank a lot. So it's good for a little espresso, probably. A strong coffee, or maybe a very strong tea. It's up to you. It shrank though. Happens to the best of us. And now for Swiftlet Gaming, who has quite a fiery personality and also quite the colorful language.
Yeah, come out! Grab it! Twist it!
And I absolutely love her for that. I had the chance to also play with Swiftlet, which was really fun. She is really good at the game. Again, I'm here for vibes and bunkers and heals. I'm a support character. Swiftlet absolutely cares about her community, and she makes a wall with their name in her background, which I think is absolutely adorable and very sweet. But it doesn't stop the fact that she is quite fiery, which, again, we're going with the fire-based sprite. And since you've already seen me sculpt the fire sprite, here's the fire sprite already done. So you don't have to see me do the entire thing, but what's going to make this special is we're going to be playing around again with the airbrush. It did survive the kiln very happily, and we did, of course, engrave again the fire symbol. Everything that has a symbol got engraved with the We Create, so I'm very happy with that. And so with the airbrush, I took a lighter orange and started to go from the bottom to the top because I want the gradient to kind of meet somewhere in the middle. So that entire bottom half is a lighter orange. And then from top to middle, I went with a darker orange, and it looks very nice. The gradient is perfect. And the only thing that would make this a little bit more fiery is a red. So I took a red and added it on the top part in order to have this kind of color transcendence, I guess. And we're back with the hot tamale. We're doing that for the inside because it makes sense. It's a fire mug. It's gotta be red on the inside. I wish I had an orange speckle, but I just couldn't find it because it was sold out everywhere. That's unfortunate. And now to go with the details of the emblem, all I did was take a darker orange and go around, and then took the black to make the details of the eyes with, of course, the yellow of the inner part of the eye. And I feel like with those details, that character definitely comes to life. There's just something that I'm really loving about airbrushing with pottery, and I think moving forward, I want to do as much as possible airbrushing all of my pieces. I think it's gonna be a me thing. I'm just gonna have to invest in a better airbrush at this point because I had to dilute it quite a bit. And this cutie is ready. Let's pop it into the milk first and then the kiln. Off you go, baby. This mug is on fire! Swiftlet's Fire Sprite mug is also perfection. I love the way this mug looks because with the airbrush, again, I think I'm a huge fan of airbrushing at this point when it comes to ceramics. The gradient is so perfect. You can see it go from the light orange up to the red on top. And it looks great. It looks like a fire sprite. It looks like it's ready to take on the world and char the world. Everyone's gonna be barbecue. Now it's time for all of these cuties. Here they are all together. I really wanted to take them outside for a photo photo shoot. So I just kind of placed them on the grass because these sprites are found outside in the world of Fortnite. They look so cute. They look adorable. They got their own photo shoot. I will be posting pictures of them all over my social media, so make sure you're following me everywhere. So now we have to get them ready to go to their new home. And what this means is we're going to start packaging them. A few creators are going to be getting, hang on, let me show you. Ta-da! A few of the creators will be getting their mugs inside of these chests that my brother 3D printed with the help of the amazing Bamboo Lab that we received. So a huge thank you again from Bamboo Lab for sending us this amazing piece of machine. So basically the idea with these cute little prints is I want to make sure every creator gets an extra bit of layer of mystery. So I'm basically taking these prints, putting them in those mystery bags and sealing it up. That way they have no clue what's inside. Are they getting a 0 point? Are they getting the fish sticks? Or are they getting the 3D relief one that we made with the Makera? But there's no way for them to know. And it's nicely sealed. So it's an extra mystery bag. You gotta open it and see what you get. So yeah, off we go to packing. And we are taking extra attention to detail to make sure that these mugs don't move around and don't break so that they arrive to their home in one piece. And we have creators from all over the world, from Canada all the way to Australia. So now we wait. And starting off with the absolutely adorable and beautiful Hope Scope, let's see what she thinks.
Wow, look at the case! It's a chest! Stop! That is so cool. I can always expect Jackie to go above and beyond on the presentation of these things. Oh, that's so cool. What is this? Oh my gosh, cute. A little bonus keychain. Okay. Here she is. No way. Oh, that is so cute. And it perfectly matches my hair right now. This is absolutely gonna be my new fun drink while gaming cup. I absolutely love it. And then even the inside has these fun little speckles. Oh, it's so good. Hey, thank you so much. I love her.
Yay! I'm so happy she's going to be using it as her gaming mug. I'll get better at this technique, Hope Scope. Just wait for me. All right, little Snail did get her package. Let's see how she feels.
I got a present. It is from Nerdy Crafter. So excited about this. I love Spirited Away. Dear little snail. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. Hope this cutie brings a smile to your face. Please note that you should not feed it past midnight.
I know, it's a terrible joke. If you know the reference, you know the reference.
Yes, it's real gold. It's like a puzzle. Okay, also a moment for the nails. This is very carefully packaged and I really appreciate that. It's in a treasure chest. Oh my gosh. This is so cute. What's gonna be inside? Okay, here we go. Inside the bag is the moment of truth. Oh my gosh. What? This looks so good. It's the Earth Sprite. Oh my goodness. That is so beautiful. Oh my god. Look at all the detail on there. I am so lucky. Oh my gosh. Nerdy Crafter on the bottom. I love this so much. I love it. I love it. It's so cute. Thank you so much. I'm obsessed. I love it.
She's so cute. I'm so happy she loved it. She was like really into it and I'm really into the fact that she's into it. Time for Happy Girl. I'm really hoping for a strong reaction here because I know the king will get her. Let's see what happens.
Who let me have sharp things when I'm in a fit of rage? Look at this. Are we joking? I love it. Wow. I'm literally foaming at them. This is so nice. What's inside? Okay. This is killing me. Are we joking? Is that a king sprite? I would smash it right now if I didn't love it so much. I just pulled a king. I pulled a king sprite. Are we joking? Oh my gosh. I love it. Are you kidding me? Oh my god. The arms and the legs is literally so perfect. Literally the execution, the packaging. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. Lucky Shining. What is this? You're literally joking. You're literally joking. Oh, look at it. Oh my gosh, I'm obsessed.
This was the exact reaction I wanted. Chef's kiss, happy you don't disappoint. I'm so curious how Loserfruit is going to love her design. Let's see.
Oh my god. Loserfruit X Nerdy Crafter mugs and Fortnite Sprite. Exclusive baby. What? I could have fully missed this. It's a beautiful little Earth Sprite. Look at the baby. Look at the baby. Also, look within the baby. You see anything? little fruit inside it. How cool is a strawberry inside? Hello? A little custom, my logo inside is the Earth Sprite. And what is this? Oh, it's a little baby 0 point. There's a little baby 0 point inside. Yes! This is amazing. This Earth Sprite is amazing. I love the strawberry with inside it, the logo. Thank you so much. But it goes from like green to pink, gummy style within the mug. So it's what?
I'm gonna go wash and give you some tea.
I was showing off the inside. Ooh, my first Earth Sprite tea.
Well, how's it taste?
Great.
Earth-like?
Earth Sprite. Gummy Earth Sprite peppermint tea.
This is an amazing mug, by the way.
Whoa.
Good job, Nerdy Craft. It looks bloody epic.
Not only was her reaction absolutely adorable, but her husband definitely made me laugh. And it's so cool being able to see creators use it immediately as soon as they get it, so that's always warming my heart. Now it's for Goat R2's turn, and I'm super hyped to see how he feels about the 0 point.
There's a Sprite in this box. All right. Card. Let's see what we got here. I'm nervous. I don't want to break it. Okay, hold on. What is this? Lucky Shining? Oh my gosh, dude. I got a little charm. Look at him. Look at a little 0 point charm. Look at that. And then I'm nervous. I don't want to break it. Hold on. Oh, no way, dude. We got the freaking 0 point, dude. Hello? This is amazing. Thank you so much. Look at this. Oh my gosh, dude. Thank you so much. This is incredible. Is that a peace sign? Is that a freaking peace sign? It has gems inside. It looks like a peace sign. Look at him. Look at the gem throwing up the deuce right now. Thank you.
I'm so happy he loves it, and his whole community absolutely loved it as well. I got so many new friends from that live stream, so thank you so much for the love on that. Okay, time for Swearin and the punk Sprite with the fishy on the inside. This is going to be interesting. I absolutely love his reaction, so let's see.
All right, let's open the box. Oh, what is this? This is a really tiny mug. This says Lucky Shining. I'm gonna break it. Is it a ring pop? Oh, yo, what the? It's a 0 point. It's a keychain. This is sick. I mean, can I swear on your YouTube video? I'm sorry, I f***ed up. Okay, look it. Okay, second of all, this is immaculately wrapped. You can cut this out of the video. So before I actually open it, I don't want to, ruin your video with, some shameless self promo, but like this would be really, really good if it's a coffee mug to have with Madrinas, exclamation point Madrinas. Use go swearing. Anyways, okay. Wait, even the little baggie is nice. Look at it. Oh yeah, what the? Look at it! Look at this mug! It's amazing. It's yeah, no, this one fits. One, because I'm a punk. Second of all, it fits because a lot of times I don't do anything, but sometimes I do. You know what I mean? Wait a minute. It's 2 Sprites. It's 2 in 1. That's incredible. Every time I drink out of this mug, I'm gonna be haunted by the man that kills me the most. That's wait, this is dope though. This is really, really dope. So you guys can see the detail and the love that was put into this when Nerdy Crafter called me a which is so true.
This was by far the most edits we had to do. Swearin, always be yourself. You are fantastic. Thank you for making me smile with this reaction. Oh, and definitely use code Swearin for Madrinas. Now let's see Bewitching and her reaction to getting the Demon Sprite.
Oh, here's the reveal. Ready? Oh my god, it's the Demon Baby! It's the Demon Baby. It's so cute! Yeah, the design looks like, look at it. It's so good, I love it! I know, she's very talented. Shout out to Nerdy Crafter for designing this and making it. It is amazing. Look what else she sent us. It was in a little bag. The surprise. It's another Sprite. Ready? Get a baby. It's a it's a fish stick. So we got our fish stick charm and our bug.
Yay, I'm so happy she loves it. This is absolutely well deserved. It's quite the big mug though, so hopefully she does use it. Now it's Ruthless Cat's turn. I'm really curious to see if he's going to guess the Sprite we sent.
Oh my god, there's a box in the box. Okay, here's the mug. The Dream Sprite? Ooh, that's a good guess. Hey, thank you for the cat card. Look at that. Wait, what is this? Is this candy? It's called Lucky Shining. Here it is. And this bag is so dope. I'm opening it. Don't forget the mini mystery. Wait, hold on. Is this what it is? Is it a goldfish? Wait, it might be a goldfish mug. That's actually so sick though. It might be a fish. Okay, are we ready? It's happening. I can't look. What is it? What is it? It's a dream. Y'all called it. Hold on, I gotta turn it around. This is so sick. I showed it to you backwards. I don't know which side. Bro, this is amazing. Are you kidding me? That is so amazing. It says sweet dreams on the side too. Look at that. And look at the inside. It's like funfetti in there. Bruh, thank you so much for this. This is amazing. And thank you for even including me. That's actually, that matches very well, I think, with our vibe. We're pretty chill over here, so thank you so much for taking the time to make that.
Genuinely surprised he didn't guess the Dream Sprite because he himself says that he is the most chill streamer as this clip here.
Some people call me the chill Fortnite streamer. So come find out for yourself and I'll see you guys then.
I expect nothing than hype from Ulusoka, who is just absolutely very enthused about a lot of things. Let's see how she reacts to her fishy Sprite.
Oh my gosh, look at this card. So cute. I love it. Lucky. Oh, this is so cute. Lucky Shining. Let's see. Oh my gosh! It's a 0 point baby! Oh my goodness! Thank you! Oh, I'm gonna figure out how I can put this on my mic. That works. I'm gonna make it work for now. Look at this. The packaging. I'm here for it. Shut up! It's a mug! It's a Sprite mug! It's the fish stick one! Oh my... Stop! I needed one. So this is perfect. Stop! So cute. And this is real 18K gold. Nerdy, don't play around. Stop. The inside is so cute. I love like the different colors and stuff inside. Fish stick Sprite coffee mug. Thanks to Nerdy. W Nerdy for real, bro.
I definitely did not expect any less. Her enthusiasm and just joy are so contagious. Ulusoka, I absolutely adore you. So happy you loved your little fishy baby. And now it's Bush Season's turn, and I'm really hoping he catches the fact that I am trying to troll him. He's a troll. I hope he sees that I'm trolling him. I sent him a fake dirty mug. I need him to see that. I need him to be like, what the heck is this? So let's see his reaction.
We got my mug. It is, wait, I don't know what it is actually because it's gray. Let me open up this thing. We got a charm. We got a little 0 point keychain. That's so cute. Fire. Okay. Wait, were you saying don't look in the other bag? I'm confused what you mean. Okay, we got this. I'm gonna look in the bag. I'm curious. I want to see. Oh my gosh. Wait, what? Am I stupid? What Sprite is this? It looks cute. Wait, this is a ghost Sprite, no? Is it? Ghost? That's fire. Okay. It's because I think ghost Sprites are white and this is gray, so I was confused at first. And then we have another little one. We have a little fire guy. It's so fire. Thank you so much, Nerdy Crafter. I really do appreciate that a lot. That's really nice. Look, the little inside. Fire. Thank you so much, though. That's so fire. I really do appreciate that a lot. And thank you for the card.
Bush Season, you missed. I'm trolling you. You missed it. But also, y'all, tell Bush Season that this Sprite is actually purple. Yes, my glazing was darker than what I wanted it to be, but this Sprite is pink and purple, right? It's like a lavender, lilac-y color. It's not white. I don't know. We need to talk. Bush Season, first of all, I trolled you. Secondly, it's purple, a light purple and pink. Thirdly, there is no thirdly. Hope you enjoy it. This chat had so much love and he is just absolutely perfectly awkward and funny. My kind of people. Now it's time for That Witch, which I'm really hoping she's going to see the link of the Aura Sprite with the idea that it's witchy and themed. And I even chose the postcard for her, which is Kiki's delivery service because she's a witch.
Oh my god, beautiful packaging. Oh, what is this? Oh my god, hi Callie boy. Look at the little fishy guy. Oh my god, look, he's so stupid, I love him. Yay! I love him! I love using the Aura Sprite too. The Aura doesn't get enough love. Aura baby! My Aura and my fish. Oh my god, I love them so much. Look at the detail too. And look at his little arm. Nerdy, this is awesome, dude. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for including me.
I was particularly worried about this one because it's quite the hefty mug and it's a different shape, but it survived. So I'm really happy that she got it, she loves it, and that it arrived in one piece. Now it's Hex's turn to see how she likes the Galaxy Fire Baby that I definitely need to work on better.
Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful card. Thank you so much. Oh my god, it's in a bag. Oh my gosh, it came with a Lucky Shiny. All right, lucky shiny. We're opening it. I got a 0 point. Oh my God. Let's go. I feel so spoiled. What did I ever do to deserve such a W friend? Oh my. Nerdy by Nerdy Crafter. Look how beautiful the bag is. Oh my, it is so beautiful. Is it a cute variant? Look. Oh, my hubby's gonna try to steal this. My hubby's gonna try to steal this. Dude, this looks like something that you could like go to Epic HQ and buy. Like, this looks so unbelievably professional and beautiful. This is insane. This is so beautiful. Thank you so much.
Honestly, she's the sweetest thing. She's just nice. I need to get better, so I will get better for you, okay? I will make it better next time. All right, Grapple Girl with the boss Sprite.
Look how cute. She has like a custom sticker, a little postcard. She wrote a personalized note. Okay, I hope I don't break it. Ooh. All right, moment of truth. Oh my God. Oh my God, it's in like a lucky shining. What's this? Oh my God, it's a little 0-point keychain. Where did this come from? This is so cute. I want to hang it on here. I just don't know how it's the best way to do it. Oh my God, he's so cute. I got a little 0 point there. Oh my God. I got a boss Sprite. Whoa. We got extra health, extra shield. This is like the best Sprite in the game. Changed my mind. We got the best Sprite because you're the boss. You're a girl boss. Oh, this is so cool. She created this. She crafted it. She painted it. Like, she did all of this, okay? She did all of this. Look how perfect. And it's pretty heavy. This is so cute. Oh, it's microwave safe and dishwasher safe. Wow, that's great. She could make a ton selling these. She's been giving it away. Take my money. Everybody wants one, Nerdy. And it's like very solid. It doesn't feel like fragile in any way. It's so cute. We got a boss Sprite. I love it.
Honestly, I did consider doing the Peely Banana Sprite, but I had already made all the mugs because we did not have that Sprite come out yet. When I made these, we only had the base Sprites. But I was so happy she loved it, and her community was so happy with it and so loving. All right, now Swiftlet with the Pure Fire Sprite.
Here it is. Here it is. I'm gonna guess a demon sprite. I don't know. Package is opened. We have a card. Here it is. Oh my God. Okay. I gotta be so gentle. Okay. There is a mystery inside. Oh my God. Shut up. Shut up. Oh my God. Lucky Shining. Is it a Lucky Shining mystery? Oh my God. Okay, hold on. We gotta open this first and see what this is. No. No. That's so cute. Are you serious? It's a 0-point keychain. That is so cute. All right, the moment we have been waiting for. Which Sprite is it? Look at the cute little bag it comes in. I cannot. My eyes are closed. All right. Is it backwards? I think it's backwards. There we go. All right, I'm opening in 3, 2, 1. Ah! Oh my God! Oh my God. Look, it's a fire Sprite. You're kidding. She made this with her hands. Nerdy Crafter. Oh my God, he's so cute. This is my baby. This is my baby. Oh my God. Go, 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 go. Dude. Jackie, you outdid yourself, girl. This is insane. Oh my God. I am blown away by your talent. Honestly, blown away by your talent. Like, this is incredible. Thank you so much. W gift. Thank you so much.
And I did not expect less from her reaction. She was just absolutely so hyped and so enthused about it that I'm just so pleased. Reminder, I am having a giveaway on the Raging Raccoon Gaming on YouTube or Twitch Nerdy Crafter for these really adorable mugs. Now, these are not finished because they still need to be painted, but you can see how cool and how much better I've gotten by the end of this entire project. It is open internationally, and you will also be getting a cute keychain that we were able to make with the amazing Makera machine. We were able to engrave this out of a solid piece of resin, and just look how amazing the details are, and it just says Bebe. We were able to customize it to send them out to you grains. So remember, check out Nerdy Crafter on Twitch or Raging Raccoon Gaming here on YouTube. But also definitely check out all the other creators. These giveaways will be done live starting this weekend. And even if you're not into Fortnite, these cuties are absolutely adorable. And these are the ones that I will be giving away, so if you're curious to see what they look like finished, definitely head on over to my channels. A huge thank you again to all the creators that participated and said yes, and for those that didn't get the email, I hope I can make a wave too. So if this video gets 10,000 likes, we can possibly make a second wave with the other creators. Make sure to tag your favorite creator who you think would love to participate. And a huge thank you again to Bamboo Labs for the H2C 3D printer that really came in clutch for adding the mystery bags of tiny extras that we were able to send the creators and them opening it, because it added an extra layer of fun that we were able to provide. And also, this printer came in so handy for making the Fortnite blue chest that we were also able to give out to some creators. Again, this machine was absolutely phenomenal with so little waste and able to print, for me, up to 7 different colors simultaneously. And also coming in clutch is the Makera. This heavy-duty machine is like your own personal carving tool. We were able to engrave out of a resin block some really cute keychains that we will be adding to the giveaway for those of you who are going to be winning the mugs that I'm going to be giving away later. So you are getting a charm that we made with this really awesome machine. If you want details on any of the machines we used today, 100% check them in the links below. And last but not least, we were able to make cute cotton bags, engrave on boxes, engrave instructions for the labels of the absolutely adorable mugs, and engrave on our pottery the cool different symbols for the actual sprites. The We Create laser has come in clutch so hard on so many customizations that I was able to do with my own projects. I'm in love with this machine so much. Again, if you want to check any of these out, check their links down below. Each of these machines serves a completely different purpose from one and the other. There's just no overlap, so give them much love. And let me know which one was your favorite mug. If you want to watch more crafting, make sure you check up here. If you want to catch something different, check over here. And if you want to check out all the creators that I've worked with today, I will link them down below. Until then, I will see you grains in the next video.